Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. It's great to be with you on Inspirations for Your Life. It is Friday, just a few minutes left on Friday. That's January 10th, 2025. And a big welcome to everyone. If you've missed us this week, well, we've had an amazing topic, part of it inspired by Neville Goddard, a very wise man. And the master topic for the week, including today's last show for the week, which ends on Friday, and then Saturday we have a brand new topic, how to live while observing your thoughts. And the granular topic for tonight is a big culmination of a summary of what we've been talking about all week. And that topic is Mastering Your Mind, the key to manifesting your desires, series 4, which means we're in our 4th year, and show 2, episode number 7. So welcome, everyone. It's great to have you here with me. If you'd like to go grab something delicious while you're wanting to lounge and be comfortable, feel free to do that, but do hurry back, whether it's a drink, whether it's a snack, maybe it's a piece of fruit, whatever it is. Go ahead and get that and head on back here, all right? Because we've got some amazing things to talk about tonight. Welcome, everyone. If I haven't said welcome to you enough, to the Inspirations for Your Life podcast, where I explore transformative techniques that help you tap into your fullest potential. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I'm a podcast coach and podcast host. And I'm diving deep into practical strategies to help you unlock your mind's power and create the life you've always desired. From motivation to manifestation. This podcast offers actionable insights to elevate your leadership game and foster success within you. You could tune in and take control every single day. Of course, you can catch my hat here at believemeachieve.com, where we have the episodes so you can always rewatch them anytime. We're here 24 hours a day. So the first point, ladies and gentlemen, is embracing the power of awareness. All right. So awareness is the key to unlocking true transformation. By becoming aware of your thoughts, emotions, and your behaviors, you empower yourself to make conscious choices that align with your goals. You understand that you are not your thoughts. And this allows you to step into the role of the observer, creating space for deliberate action instead of reacting mindlessly, right? The impulse reaction, like, when you're in the store and you see that item on sale right at the cash register and you just have to buy it, right? You don't need it, but you just have to buy it, okay? So I think that's a pretty cool thing that we're kind of diving into there. And so the second point is shifting your focus to the end result. Shifting your focus to the end result. Now, that's hard for a lot of people because they're in the moment now, they're in the past moment, and then they're in the future. So that's hard for a lot of people to comprehend. But shift your focus to as if it's already happened. To manifest your desires, it's crucial to focus on the end result rather than the process. I do want to give a big shout out to many of the networks that are carrying our show, including the PEG public educational government channels that are finding value in our show. We have changed our format in 2025 to make sure that our shows are 28 or 29 minutes. If it's one of these shows, if it has a guest, 58 or 59 minutes. If it's the Jay Moore Tech Talk show, 58 or 59 minutes, and give or take a few seconds, but you can always cut off the last few seconds. So we are available on all those servers, and these different stations are looking for content, and we're providing really good content for everyone. So I do want to thank everyone, station managers and program directors, for making the choice to download Inspirations for Your Life. So shifting your focus to the end. To manifest your desires, it's crucial to focus on the end result rather than the process. When you envision and feel the success of your goals as if they've already been achieved, you create a powerful shift in your energy that is focuses on the desired outcomes, and it draws the universe's energy toward you. making the manifestation process more aligned and effortlessly. So again, to manifest your desires, it's crucial to focus on the end result rather than the process. Number 3, guarding your thoughts for success. This is a real key one, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to guard your thoughts. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. If you allow negative self-sabotaging thoughts to dominate your mind, they can block your success. Guard your thoughts by cultivating positivity, reinforcing self-belief, and choosing empowering beliefs that align with your highest potential. All right, number 4, ladies and gentlemen, practicing detachment from outcomes. Now, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again because this is a really huge nugget when it comes to success and mastering your mind. Practice detachment from outcomes. So attachment to specific outcomes can create resistance and hinder manifestation. By practicing detachment, you release the need for control and allow things to unfold naturally. Trust the process and remain open to unexpected ways. Your desires may be fulfilled. It might be different than what you expected, knowing that the universe always delivers in perfect timing. So what I want to say to you is that when you learn how to detach, you're no longer controlled by that thing or that person because you've detached from it. You've disassociated yourself with it. When you associate with something, it's like you feel like it controls you, right? And that could be a bad thing. So practice detachment. Number 5, mastering the art of assumption. I love this point. This is another one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, but I love this point because it really hits home on what it is that people need to do. And hopefully this makes a lot of sense for you guys. So number 5, and this is mastering the art of assumption. Assumption is the art of living as if your desires are already fulfilled. When you assume the feeling of having already achieved your promises, your goals, your aspirations, you align your energy with the reality you wish to create. This powerful mental exercise accelerates manifestation as your subconscious mind begins to accept your assumptions as fact. I'm going to give you an example. So I was on the phone today with someone and just talking and whatnot. And in the middle of the call, I was sharing some information. He says, I should really put you in touch with my associate who's the head of sales for New Jersey. And because I had talked about something that we had, it was like a referral program. And he was very interested. And so that was one example of how something that I didn't expect could potentially turn into something. I think that is like so priceless. All right. Number 6, cultivating a positive self-talk mentality. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on your reality. Replace those negative self-talk words with affirmations that reinforce your strength, capabilities, and your worth. By consistently cultivating a dialogue of positivity, you boost your confidence and create an inner foundation for success. So just by changing your inner dialogue, I think that is so cool. And I think a lot of people don't understand, but you should. And what I mean by that is that self-talk oftentimes becomes negative because of what we're hearing outside. Okay. And that's not necessarily good for us, but yet we pick it up. And again, I think that can be a pretty big problem when it comes to, building credibility because, if we're feeling bad about ourselves or feeling bad about a situation, well, we obviously can't change the situation to be better, right? We can't. So by cultivating positive self-talk, you get into a habit of generating self-talk. I think that's probably the best thing I can tell you is you get into a habit of it. And when you get into that good habit, it really makes a change in your life. All right. Number 7, harness the present moment. I have said this so many times this week. I'm going to say it again and again and again. We need to live in the present moment. The past has already happened. The future will take care of itself. Let's worry about the present moment. And I gave you some great examples, like, if you're sitting in a chair, what does your backside feel against the chair, the weight, the texture, temperature, comfort, discomfort. How do you feel? Maybe you're on an airplane, right? How do you feel sitting against the chair? Is the breeze good coming in from the plane? Did they serve a nice beverage? Or maybe you get off the plane and you're in this beautiful oasis with sky blue water and sand that is so fine and just warm enough to make you comfortable, but not hot enough to make you uncomfortable. Trying at all the delicious, fares from the different areas in the town and the communities while you're on the trip. I mean, that's amazing, right? Or maybe you're living in the moment because of something that just happened to you. Maybe it was a relationship and you're just enjoying the moment. Enjoying the moment is also about things like enjoying what we eat. Now, many of you know that I'm Roman Catholic and I pray, but, having the few seconds to say, whether it's God you believe in, whether it's a Buddha, whether it's some other creator, you say thank you for everything you have, whether it's a glass of water, whether it's a soda, whether it's a lunch, a dinner. And sometimes I forget, but I always go back to say, I want to say thank you for what I got. I think that's very important. All right. When we harness that present moment, ladies and gentlemen, magic happens. It's where transformation is born. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, you bring your focus in like a laser beam to the here and the now. For example, maybe you're in class of grammar school or high school or college, and the professor or the teacher is talking, and you're playing around with your phone, which is not really being present. You're not being present in the moment, and you might miss something. You also might fail that class. But being in the moment is pretty amazing. And I think the more you do it, the more you're going to want to be in the moment. So now you know what the moment is. And by fully engaging in the present moment, you access your creative power, allowing you to take inspired action toward your desires. So when I said to you guys early in the week that life happens between the sips, okay? Life happens between the sips. And that's a pretty cool thing. Life happens between the sips. And if life happens between the sips, then how does that work? Right? How does that really, like, how does anything like that work? So your life happens between the times. Okay? It happens between the times. And I have to tell you that that is very, very important. It happens between the times. And so when we think about the times, I think that's a very important thing to understand. Um, Life happens between the breaths, right? Life happens between the sips of water or the sips of your drink. Life happens, ladies and gentlemen, between the thoughts. That's just so wild, right? That's wild. And the reason it's so wild is because This is taking a moment to just enjoy what's going on. Now, you might say to me, John, how does this change my life? How is it going to help if I just sit there and I do nothing? Well, so I'm not telling you to do nothing in your life. What I'm telling you to do is to pay attention with the thoughts. Okay. Be the observer. And see, when you do this, your life changes because you get inspired action. That's pretty wild, guys. You get inspired action. Inspired action. That's like so out there, right? You're like, and so when you do these things, you will find that life just happens and you get an inspiration to do something a certain way. Okay. And when that happens, it's like you suddenly realize that things have changed. They've changed for the moment. And as they've changed, you sometimes get inspiration. Okay. You sometimes get inspiration. And when you get that inspiration, it gives you a thought to go do something. Okay. It gives you a thought to go do something. Now, that sounds like really crazy, but ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very truthful. It's extremely truthful. Right? And so, if that is the case, then you're going to get these, I'm going to call it inspired thoughts. Okay. You're going to get these inspired thoughts, and things are going to be amazing for you. But it does not happen overnight. This is the whole thing. It does not happen overnight. And this is the thing that I believe you need to understand is that it doesn't happen overnight, and you have to be understanding of that. Okay. If you can be understanding of that, then life can be pretty amazing for you. Right. And so you will get these glimpses, if you will, to take an inspired action. All right. And when you take that inspired action, life is going to change for you. It's going to be different, like you never imagined before. Okay. It's going to be different, like you've never imagined before. That's a very, very wild thing. Okay. It's very wild. And I say this to you because it will allow you to be someone that is pretty amazing. And if you're that amazing, then you're going to start doing things that you never dreamed were possible. You're going to do things that you never dreamed were possible. And another wise thing I was saying is that, the impossible now becomes possible. 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 Right? That's something that I think is really incredible. Okay? That's something that is really, really incredible. And the more you think about it, the more you'll wonder, how do I get this inspiration? Don't worry about how you get it. Just pay attention to it. That's probably the most important thing that I can tell you. And if I told you that, you'd probably say to me, John, this doesn't make sense, but I'm here to tell you that it does make sense. Okay? It does make sense because when you get this inspired action, okay? When you get this inspired action, life changes for you. Life will change for you. And then you can recognize the fact that, hey, this is pretty amazing in my life, right? It's pretty amazing. And now you've learned something, and now you've taken let's say, a pivot, something you didn't think was possible, now suddenly is possible. Does that make sense to everyone? So when I tell you don't do something, I don't mean don't do anything. I mean don't act unless you get the inspired action. That's wild, guys. Don't act until you get the inspired action. Don't act until you get the inspired action. Because when you get that nudge, that's when you want to go ahead and respond. Okay? It's very, very important. So harness that present moment all the time. Manifest through your clear intentions. Manifest begins with a clear intention. By setting specific focused intentions, you direct your energy and attention toward your desired outcome. Clarity brings power. And when you are precise about what you want, you align your subconscious mind with your aspirations, goals, and make the manifestation process more effective. Rewire your mind for abundance. Number 9. Abundance starts in the mind. To attract prosperity, you must first believe that you are deserving of it. Rewiring your thoughts involves replacing scarcity-based beliefs with abundance-driven thoughts, opening the door for wealth, opportunities, and fulfillment to flow freely into your life. And the last point for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is building unshakable faith in your vision. Faith in your vision is essential to manifesting your dreams. Without belief in your own potential, progress becomes, impossible. You build an unshakable faith by visualizing your goals, your passions, your aspirations consistently, not just once, and you affirm the truth within that, and you trust in the process. And when you have faith in yourself and your vision, nothing, I mean nothing can stop you, get in the way of you from achieving that amazing greatness. Now, this whole week, we've been talking about the fact that you need to basically observe your life, okay? How to live life while observing your thoughts. And it is my hope that when you observe your thoughts, you'll be less controlled by them and you'll be able to act in an unbiased way because now you're not on the inside, you're like on the outside. I think that is so very, very cool. All right. I think that is so very cool. And I think you guys will catch on with this, but it's not going to happen overnight. All right. It's not going to happen overnight because you first got to come to the realization that you are worthy. And when you now believe you are worthy, then you can embrace the power of awareness. You can shift the focus to the end. But remember, you are worthy. It is your birthright to have financial blessings, to have good relationships. It is your birthright. It's not a privilege, it's your right. Practice detachment. That's not an easy one, but practice it. And when you practice it, your life is going to change. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am by now, I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always such a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you guys in these amazing days and evenings, sharing some mindful wisdom to empower you to become a better version of yourself, of others become better versions of themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.